Imagine this: you're over 60, and one morning you wake up to find your legs so weak you can barely make it to the kitchen. It's a terrifying thought, isn't it? That moment, when you realize the strength you've always relied on is slipping away, threatening your independence, your ability to enjoy life's simple pleasures like a walk in the park or playing with your grandkids. But here's the good news. You don't have to let that fear become your reality. Right now, millions of seniors across America are discovering how one simple change in their diet can restore leg strength, boost energy, and bring back confidence in their steps, all naturally, without a single pill. In this video, we're going to share 5 powerful, nutrient-packed foods that can help rebuild your leg strength, improve circulation, and reduce pain, starting as soon as today. These aren't just random health tips, they're backed by science, tested in real-life cases, and ranked by how effective they are at helping seniors like you move better, feel stronger, and live more freely. Some of these foods might already be in your kitchen, while others will surprise you. One of them was shown to boost leg strength by an astonishing 36% in just 24 hours, yet most seniors don't even think to eat it. Stick with us, because your legs, and your independence, are worth it. If you're ready to take control of your mobility, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a health tip designed just for you. And in the comments, let me know how this resonates. Type 1 if you're excited to learn more, or 2 if you want us to tweak our content to serve you better. Let's dive into the first food that could be a game changer for your legs: bone broth. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Bone broth sounds like something your grandmother simmered on the stove for hours. And you're not wrong. But this isn't just an old-fashioned remedy, it's a modern-day miracle for seniors struggling with weak legs, stiff joints, or that exhausting fatigue after a short walk. Bone broth is packed with collagen, gelatin, and amino acids, the very building blocks your muscles and connective tissues need to stay strong and flexible. As we age, our bodies naturally produce less collagen, which is critical for keeping our muscles robust and our joints lubricated. Without enough collagen, you might notice your legs feeling heavier, your knees creaking, or your balance just not what it used to be. But bone broth delivers collagen in a pre-digested, highly absorbable form, which means it gets to work fast, even for seniors with slower digestion. A study in the US Journal of Clinical Nutrition and Metabolism found that seniors who drank collagen-rich bone broth after light physical activity saw a 36% improvement in leg strength and flexibility within just 1 week, with noticeable reductions in soreness after only 24 hours. That's right, 1 day, and you could already feel a difference. Let me tell you about Helen, a 72-year-old widow from Oregon. After hip surgery, she could barely walk for 5 minutes without needing to sit down and rest. Her legs felt like they were betraying her, and it was heartbreaking to lose the independence she'd always cherished. Her grandson, bless his heart, suggested she try drinking a warm cup of bone broth every morning and another after her daily walk. By the 3rd day, Helen said she felt lighter on her feet. "I didn't expect it to work that fast," she told us, her voice full of wonder. She was walking longer, standing taller, and feeling like herself again. What makes bone broth so special is how it nourishes your legs from the inside out. It repairs muscle fibers, reduces inflammation in your joints, and fuels smoother, more confident movement. For the best results, sip it warm on an empty stomach, especially after a bit of stretching or a light walk. You can make it at home by simmering grass-fed beef bones for 12 hours, or pick up a high-quality version from your local market. This isn't just soup. It's recovery in a cup, a warm, soothing way to give your legs the love they deserve. But what if you could take that healing to the next level with a simple glass of juice that starts working on your circulation in minutes? That brings us to our second powerhouse: beet juice. If you've ever woken up with legs that feel heavy, sluggish, or achy, like you're wading through molasses, you might not be dealing with just age. Poor circulation could be the culprit. As we get older, our blood vessels stiffen, reducing the flow of oxygen-rich blood to our muscles. That's why your calves might ache after a short walk, or why climbing stairs feels like climbing a mountain. But here's where beet juice comes in like a superhero. This humble red vegetable is loaded with natural nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide, a compound that relaxes and widens your blood vessels, letting more oxygen and nutrients flood into your leg muscles. The result? Every step feels easier, more stable, and less painful. According to a groundbreaking study in the Journal of Gerontology, seniors who drank a small glass of beet juice daily saw a 19% improvement in walking speed and leg performance within hours. That's not weeks or months, hours. Let me share Walter's story. He's a 78-year-old retired Navy veteran from Tampa, Florida. Walter used to love his morning walks, but over time, his legs started feeling like lead weights. He'd have to stop every few minutes, frustrated and embarrassed that he couldn't keep up with his old routine. His doctor recommended drinking 6 ounces of pure beetroot juice every morning on an empty stomach. Within a week, Walter was a changed man. "My legs felt like they belonged to me again," he said. "I was walking farther without stopping, and I even started climbing stairs without gripping the railing for dear life." That's the power of beet juice. It's like giving your legs a burst of energy and oxygen they've been craving. But here's a pro tip: not all beet juices are created equal. You want 100% pure, unsweetened beetroot juice. Skip the cocktail blends you find in most grocery stores, as they're often diluted and less effective. Drink it first thing in the morning before breakfast, and let its vascular magic work its way through your body. By lunchtime, you might notice your legs feel lighter, your steps steadier, and your energy higher. Now, let's talk about a third food that's not just about circulation, but about soothing those sore, achy muscles that make mornings tough. Tart cherry juice. For so many seniors, the day starts with a deep soreness in the thighs or behind the knees. It's not always from overdoing it at the gym. It's just your body's way of saying it needs help healing. Tart cherry juice isn't some trendy health fad. It's one of the most scientifically backed natural remedies for muscle recovery and strength, especially for aging legs. Tart cherries are bursting with anthocyanins, which are powerful plant compounds with anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. These compounds work to reduce swelling, speed up tissue repair, and make your muscles more resilient after movement. A placebo-controlled trial in the Scandinavian Journal of Medicine and Science in Sports found that seniors who drank 2 servings of tart cherry juice daily reported 23% less muscle pain and a significant boost in quadriceps strength within just 24 hours. That's right, one day, and your legs could feel less like a burden and more like a strength. Take Eleanor, a 76-year-old from Michigan. She used to dread going up and down her basement stairs because her legs would stiffen and throb after every trip. It got so bad she started avoiding parts of her home, which broke her heart. After her physical therapist recommended tart cherry juice, Eleanor added a glass to her evening routine. By the next morning, she noticed something incredible. "My knees didn't scream at me like before," she said. Within a few days, she was using the stairs with confidence, no longer avoiding the basement. What makes tart cherry juice so effective is its concentration. Just 1/8-ounce glass delivers the benefits of dozens, if not hundreds, of cherries without the added sugars you'd find in other fruit juices. Doctors recommend choosing 100% unsweetened tart cherry juice, not the blends or cocktail versions, and drinking it after light activity or in the early evening to support overnight muscle repair. If the taste is too tart for you, dilute it with a bit of water. It won't lose its power. This isn't just a drink. It's a nightly ritual to care for your legs, helping you wake up with less pain, better mobility, and the freedom to move without hesitation. But what if you want to nourish those healing muscles with a food that's not just about recovery, but about building strength for the long haul. That's where our fourth food comes in: cooked spinach. Now, I know spinach might sound like just another vegetable on your plate, but when it's gently cooked, it becomes a powerhouse for restoring leg strength, improving blood flow and fighting fatigue, especially for those of us over 65. Spinach is loaded with nitrates, just like beet juice, which your body turns into nitric oxide to expand blood vessels and deliver more oxygen to your tired, sore muscles. This means your legs get the fuel they need to perform better, recover faster, and move more freely. But spinach doesn't stop there. It's also packed with magnesium, potassium, and iron, which support nerve, muscle communication, muscle contraction, and endurance. A study in the US Journal of Nutrition found that seniors who ate just one serving of cooked spinach saw noticeable improvements in walking speed and leg endurance within 12 hours, thanks to better oxygenation and blood flow. Another study in Frontiers in Physiology showed that diets rich in nitrate-packed vegetables like spinach were linked to up to 16% better leg function in older adults. Let me tell you about George, a 76-year-old retired teacher from Pennsylvania. George was struggling with weak legs and poor balance, needing to sit down every few minutes even on short walks. It was frustrating, and he felt like he was losing the active life he loved. His daughter, a nutritionist, started cooking him spinach sautéed with olive oil and garlic for dinner every night. Within a week, George noticed a difference. "I could stand longer, my knees didn't ache as much, and I felt steadier on my feet," he said. The key here is cooking the spinach. Raw spinach contains oxalates that can block mineral absorption, but lightly steaming or sautéing unlocks its full nutritional potential, making those critical minerals more available to your muscles. Add spinach to scrambled eggs, soups, or a quinoa bowl, and make it a daily habit. You're not just eating a vegetable, you're strengthening the very muscles that keep you moving, giving your legs the support they need to carry you through the day. Finally, let's talk about a food that brings it all together with lasting energy and muscle-building power: lentils. When you think of leg strength, you might picture protein shakes or gym workouts, but one of the most effective tools for building steady, all-day energy in your legs is a humble little legume that's been nourishing people for thousands of years. Lentils are a perfect balance of plant-based protein, complex carbohydrates, iron, magnesium, and potassium, all in a tiny, easy-to-digest package. Geriatric nutritionists love lentils because they don't just fuel muscle repair, they provide stamina. Unlike refined grains that spike your blood sugar and leave you crashing, lentils release glucose slowly, giving your leg muscles a steady stream of energy throughout the day. A clinical trial in this Journal of Gerontology found that seniors who added lentils to their diet for 2 weeks saw a 22% improvement in lower body endurance and balance, especially during standing and walking tasks. The secret lies in lentils' ability to stabilize blood sugar, reduce post-meal fatigue, and deliver leucine, an amino acid that signals your muscles to start repairing after use. Consider Frank, a 76-year-old retired mechanic from Kansas. Frank used to struggle with afternoon fatigue so intense he'd need a nap just to get through the day. His legs felt wobbly, and he was losing confidence in his ability to stay active. His daughter, a registered dietitian, encouraged him to swap out white bread and pasta for a lentil and veggie bowl at lunch. Within days, Frank noticed a change. "I stopped needing the nap," he said. "My legs didn't feel wobbly anymore, and I could keep going without my knees giving out." Lentils also support gut health with prebiotic fiber, which reduces systemic inflammation, a hidden cause of muscle weakness in seniors. Pair them with anti-inflammatory spices like turmeric or garlic, and you've got a meal that's not just fuel but a foundation for stronger, steadier legs. In one hearty bowl, you're giving your body the kind of energy that doesn't just last hours. It builds strength from the inside out. Now, imagine combining all 5 of these foods into your weekly routine. Picture starting your day with a glass of beet juice to wake up your circulation, sipping bone broth after a morning walk to repair your muscles, enjoying a lentil bowl at lunch for sustained energy, adding cooked spinach to your dinner for nutrient-packed power, and winding down with tart cherry juice to soothe your muscles overnight. This isn't just a meal plan, it's a transformation plan. Your legs are your foundation, carrying you through every step, every adventure, every moment you want to live fully. But as we age, those legs face challenges: muscle loss of up to 3% per year after 60, stiffening blood vessels, and inflammation that slows recovery. The stairs get steeper, the walks get shorter, and suddenly you're choosing the chair over the garden, the elevator over the steps. But it doesn't have to be that way. These 5 foods, bone broth, beet juice, tart cherry juice, cooked spinach, and lentils, are evidence-based tools used by doctors, physical therapists, and seniors like Helen, Walter, Eleanor, George, and Frank to reclaim what time has taken away. These aren't just stories of hope, they're proof that change is possible. Helen got her walks back. Walter climbed stairs without fear. Eleanor rediscovered her home. George stood taller. Frank ditched his naps. Their stories can be yours, and it starts with a single choice. Pick one of these foods today, maybe a warm cup of bone broth or a small glass of beet juice, and notice how you feel in the next 12 hours. You might wake up tomorrow with less stiffness, better balance, and a spark of courage to keep going. Aging isn't the end of strength. It's a season that calls for smarter, more intentional care for your body. Your legs deserve that care, and they'll reward you with the freedom to move, explore, and live on your terms. So here's your challenge: choose one of these foods and make it part of your day today. Maybe it's a bowl of lentils at lunch or a glass of tart cherry juice before bed. Track how you feel, write it down, share it with a friend, or drop it in the comments below. That one small step could be the start of a stronger, steadier you. And if you're inspired, let us know. Type 1 in the comments to share your excitement, or 0 if you want us to tweak this content to better fit your needs. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more health tips designed to help you live fully and authentically. Your legs are your foundation. Nourish them, and they'll carry you far. Thank you for watching, and here's to a life of strength, mobility, and possibility.